Hi everyone, happy Thursday. It is Challenge Accepted Thursday and Punched Out Thursdays to Die For. And it's day, let's see, what is it? Day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life and also Calvinball. I'm recording this ahead of time, so I'm not going to be able to claim any Calvinball points, but I may add things to it as if I were gathering Calvinball points, just to kind of get in the swing of things. This is the sketch. It is by Laura Rumble, and I absolutely love her sketches and all of her work. It looks like a square piece of paper with an angled, it looks like a repetitive stencil pattern. And then there's a square block of photos. I'm going to use, instead of a repetitive stencil, I'm going to use a piece of paper with a repetitive pattern on it. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it down now and then cut the edges off. Let's see, it's going to go about like so. So I'm just going to kind of do that and that. And then I'm going to chop off the excess, as they say. I'm trying to make this a fairly short video because I have dinner to prepare, and I've been busy all day with doctor's appointments and then picking up stuff that I need in preparation for the surgery. So it's been a hectic kind of a day. I'm going to put that there. So I've got that on there, and that was easier for me than doing any stenciling and then waiting for it to dry so that I could do the rest. Now, because it's Punched Out Thursday to Die For, I have die cut a whole slew of, and I'm using the February Mind the Scrap kit for everything here. Even this craft paper and the black cardstock came in it. Only the flare and the sequins and this Bramble Fox piece did not come in the kit. So this is going to go parallel to the corner of the page. I cut a 7.5 by 7.5 piece of the craft paper. I'm only using one photo instead of a block of 4. This is kind of like an optical delusion here. And the photo is going to go kind of in the middle, and then I'm going to kind of group these frames around and maybe slightly off. Well, actually, I can put that one on. Let me just go ahead and put that one on. I'm kind of placing the photo there just for reference to kind of see where these things need to go. And I may have another one of these pieces that kind of overlaps right there. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that will work, and I'm not going to question myself as I stick it down. So I'd kind of like that one to go there. And then if I did that, This one could maybe go, let's see. If this one went here just slightly up, then this one could go kind of like that. So let's do that. And let's see, have that there? Yeah, that should work. I don't like this, and if that were going to show, I wouldn't do it that way, but it doesn't show. It's like that. So now I can kind of put this out here, and then I can do some sort of embellishment inside of that. Don't really want it hanging down like that. Let's do it that way. And these frames were cut with a die that I really love because it gives it a wood grain. And the paper that I'm using here, these I actually cut with a square die that has the stitching on the inside, on the cut piece, and on the outside. And then I just use my trimmer to cut the frame part out. So let's do the photo there, and then we'll start embellishing. And I'm going to put my title on. I'm going to, wow. I wanted it to be the good stuff, but I was going to stretch out all the words, and they're all together in this kind of square-ish shape. So I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with this chipboard word, love. And I hate losing the colors in the foam letters, the Simple Stories foam letters, but I think there will be enough colors on here. So I can overlap the photo kind of that way. There's nothing but glasses on the table there. And I'm gonna pull one of these little tabby dots and put it right there. That's of course stuck to the photo rather nicely. And that will hold that right there. The photo is one I discovered and scanned recently. It was kind of away from everything else. It's not with any other photos from that trip. And I didn't have time to go back and do a full research through the shoebox that I was working on, and to figure out the exact date. We were in Ixtapa. We had taken we owned a timeshare, and our timeshare was in right in the middle of Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo, and we had, at the time that we decided to go, had never heard of either place, or didn't know anything about them. And we'd heard of them, but we didn't know anything about them. And I'm moving this down so that the dark colors on the photo come through that star. Okay. And I've got some flare that I'm just adding to the frames, kind of where they cross. And I can do some embellishing around them, but I kind of wanted to put those on. This one I can put over here, kind of propping up the bottom of, although I don't like the flare on the hello background. So maybe I don't need a third flare. We'll see. We'll see if I start building up clusters that seem to need a flare. Now I'm going to go in here and start pulling embellishments kind of to build clusters, and I'm going to limit myself to these pieces. These are the ephemera pieces. There were 3 ephemera sets in the kit, and I'm going to cut this one in half, and I like it because it's kind of a faux wood grain there. I can put that right there, and this maybe off to the side here, there, or this on another page. And I've got, actually, let's put this up there, and I'll put this off to the side. That works for me. Okay, there. I didn't want that much of it showing. This is just a tab that I'm gonna, and let me see. I do have a small piece of foam that I can pop that up on. I don't like that I will use, I've got little pieces of foam adhesive all around on my mat left from previous projects, which, because I don't serve dinner on this table anymore, on this table, because I don't scrap on the dinner table anymore, do I want it here or there? I'm kind of liking, I guess I like it over here. Okay, now all that was so that I could put this heart down on something that kind of gave it a background and didn't make it look like it was just kind of stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so I'm going to put that heart, actually, there's just a tiny bit of foam. You probably can't notice it, but I can, and it's bugging me. Note to self, the the dots are best left in their original shape and not cut, because they tend to kind of, I don't know, what would you say, pill or fray or something like that. Okay, I've got another heart, and this one I'm probably just going to put kind of like that and let it be flat on there. Okay, and I've got there's some good stickers in here. I like this one that says "Love This," so I'm going to use it, but I'm going to put it on some foam. Actually, I kind of thought I might use the word summer and the arrow. I kind of want that there, but it gets lost kind of back here. Keep that in mind. It gets lost on the hello background. Okay, and then I can do some, let's see what we have here. There's one, this says "Live It Up." Not necessary. Let's see, what are we doing here? Oh, I really like this big frame heart. That kind of covers up the hats and it interferes with the title, but maybe I can lift the title. Who am I kidding? That's on photo paper, and it is, ooh, it's not stuck. So maybe I do that. That's just cheesy enough for me to like it right now. It's kind of a cheesy thing anyway, with us wearing the hats that say Ixtapa and Mexico. But it was a fun trip. Okay, that was the trip during which I discovered chilaquiles, and I had no idea how much I could ever like eggs. I'm not an egg person. I do not like eggs, and chilaquiles kind of cured me of that, cured me of my hatred of eggs. I liked them in that form, and I actually came home and made them. For a while I made them quite a lot. I think James got tired of them, but okay, that's kind of becoming a little bit of a cluster. I'm kind of neglecting this area down here. Not sure what I can do with that. Maybe just how about a flower, and I know there's a leaf in here somewhere. And there's another leaf. Okay, they're different kinds of leaves, but I think they'll work. Okay, and that's gonna be it, I think. I'm really not gonna overdo on this. For Calvinball, if there's a flower or heart, there might possibly be a star, and I've got a little star sticker that I could kind of add if I were doing Calvinball. And I think it's cheating to do the layout before the game has even started and then to count points. I'm sure someone's done that in the past, and since it's not going to be shared, it may be kind of picking nits, but I love the game so much, I want to be sure that I'm completely on the up and up. And I'm not going to be able to do any scrapping the first few days of Calvinball because of my surgery, but I'll catch up. Okay. Kind of looks like we need some sequins here, and I've got some. I've got this mix called Strawberry Field, and it has some pinks and greens, but what it really has that I love is kind of a coppery color, a sort of strawberry copper almost. And I'm just going to kind of do a few of those. Usually I mix up sequin sizes and colors, but I think I'm going to try to go for all copper on this one. And it looked like there was a pretty good proportion of those in here, so I should still have some left when this is over. I toyed with the idea of making, in fact, the reason I bought the frames, the frame dies, was to make shaker pockets. And I toyed with the idea of making one of these frames a shaker pocket, and then I realized how little time I had left to get the layout, the pages done for the series I do. And it kind of didn't seem like a great idea to spend it doing that. After this video, I have to do Mixed Media Mania, whoops, MMM as we've begun to call it. It's the new mixed media series that I'll be doing on Fridays. And I'm kind of committed to doing 30 days of sketches. So this is day 2. Friday, I can't do the lift for Mixed Media Mania and do the sketch in the same layout, so I'm going to have to do another layout. So I have 2 layouts for Friday to do, this one for Thursday, and I have 2 to do for Saturday. So we shall see. We'll see how far I get. I thought I might like some sequins over in here. Maybe just a little, like a triangle of them, maybe right here on that frame, and maybe here on the hello side, and up here, maybe a little bit. And that really will be it, because I'm putting this up. I'll use this another time So this is always hard when you get down to the end. That's kind of it's not the really neat, orderly grid that Laura had in her sketch, and I kind of hate to have abandoned that particular design, but I didn't really want to go hunt for pictures, nor to particularly measure out. And I had in mind that I wanted to use intertwined frames. So sorry, Laura. Love the sketch. And what's so nice about 30 Days of Sketches is you've got the you've got all the sketches there to refer back to and use as many times as you want. And so if you're kind of stymied for an idea of how to put something together. Now, I will, at some point, before I put this in my album, I will go do the research I need to find out the date. And I'll do some journaling. But for right now, I'm going to call this done. And I thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.